Hi, I hope you're all safe and sound. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Life, where Life stands for Living is for Education. We are learning every day. I am Arindam Chatterjee, preferred to be called as Chats. I am a life skills consultant and a behavioral trainer. For a couple of sessions earlier, I have been speaking about transformational true stories. I thought of changing track. I would like to share the next few sessions about my experiences in sales. And my experiences in sales started way back in 1987. So I'd like to share one experience, and at that point in time, I was in Chennai. That time it was called Madras, and I was with a company called Computer Point, which incidentally was the first one stop office automation shop. It used to sell computers, it used to sell printers, it used to sell computer stationaries. It had a very good training institute. It continues even today. So when I was selling computers, you know, many of you would not even have heard of those terms. PC-XT, PC-80-286, PC-80-386, PC-80-486. Today, in today's term, those were dinosaurs. So I'm going to share my experience in selling one of those computers. So at that point in time, there were two kind of keyboards available. One was a 94 keys keyboard and one was a 101 keys keyboard. So one gentleman had ordered a PC 80 with a 101 keys keyboard because that keyboard had come out new. It was slightly spread out, now easier for you to work on. So basically, why it was 101 keys? Because it had 101 keys. And the earlier version was the 94 keys keyboard, which was slightly smaller. Now, as luck would have it, we had run out of 101 keys keyboard. The reason is many of our earlier customers were upgrading their keyboard to 101 keys keyboard. So I had gone to this customer's place along with my engineer to install. It was I think my second order of computers. This gentleman was a perfectionist to the core, and he wanted us to be there by 10:30 in the morning, and we were there by 10:30. So till that time, everything went okay. So computers used to come in boxes, big boxes. So my engineer friend, colleague, he opened the boxes, took out the monitor first, then the CPU, and finally the keyboard. And he was getting it connected. This gentleman, being a perfectionist that he came and looked at the keyboard. Is this 101 keys keyboard? And me and the engineer knew it was not 101 keys keyboard. It was a 94 keys keyboard. But we had no stock of 101 keys keyboard at that point in time. This engineer thought of something which to me was bizarre, but I think we had to say something because it was a big order, and if he was satisfied, possibly he will give us more orders. So the engineer said, "Sir, 101 keys keyboard or 94 keys keyboard doesn't make any difference. When the keyboard is attached to XT, it is called 94 keys keyboard. And now that you have taken 80, which stood for advanced technology, when the same keyboard is attached to 80, it becomes a 101 keys keyboard." At that point in time, this gentleman actually accepted it. He believed what the engineer said. Yes, I agree, it was not right, but we had to do something, say something, because it would take some time for us to get that 101 keys keyboard. And we installed the computer and scooted off. You know, I laugh when I talk about it, but that time we were very, very tensed, because if the gentleman cancelled this order, it will be a big blot on my sales career, because I was just entering into my sales career. This is one experience which I like to share. I would share many experiences as we go along, right? But all these experiences, but they have taught me. But let me tell you, within 3-4 days, I went in with a 101 keys keyboard, and I actually replaced it and installed the 101 keys keyboard. And I did tell him that, sir, this keyboard is better, so we wanted to give you the best. So you can kindly keep this keyboard, and I'll take the earlier keyboard back. And when the gentleman now counted the keys, he actually found 101 keys. I said, yes, my engineer was right to some extent, but we wanted to give you the best. So that's how, this is the better keyboard, sir, you can use this. Believe me, I always sold with two things in mind. One is to be transparent, and second, to have complete trust, not only in myself, but in the product I'm dealing with. For many years, I had touch with this particular gentleman, and I'm very happy to say he not only gave me many references, he also placed a couple of more computer orders from me. So that's about this incident. I'll never forget this difference between 101 and 94 keys keyboard. If you like my channel, do subscribe and share. I'd like to thank all my subscribers who have already subscribed to my channel, and do share it if you find it worthwhile. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe. God bless you.